It's right around 6:15 a.m. on Wednesday, April 17th, 2024. And I was just awoken by a bunch of screaming nut jobs out on the street corner who like to congregate in front of the door to the Greenville Group's office at like 5:45 a.m. And then they just sit around on the street corners screaming and shouting for hours at a time and disrupting the neighborhood and ruining everyone's peace. And now there's someone literally dropping what sounds like bowling balls directly behind this wall right here. And I keep saying there's somebody in that bathroom and they like to make noise against this wall late at night and early in the morning. And Greenville keeps telling me that the bathroom behind this wall is vacant. And they're like, nobody's in there. It's vacant. It's not rented, blah, blah, blah. Well, there's someone in there right now. And now they're smoking marijuana behind this wall. This entire corner right now is filling up with marijuana. This isn't somebody who has a job. This is somebody who's been doing the same exact psychotic, disruptive, attention-seeking behavior behind this wall, which is a tiny, windowless, unventilated bathroom for years. It's the same person. Anybody who has a job, I mean, it's normal for somebody to be awake and in a bathroom at 6:20 a.m. on a Wednesday morning, sure, if they have to go to work, or even if they don't have to go to work. But the fact that they're smoking in that bathroom to such a sudden extent that over the last, like, literally 5 to 8 minutes, this entire corner right here of my unit is now filling up with really intense, overpowering marijuana smoke and fumes where there wasn't any smells 10 minutes ago. That's the same exact psychotic behavior that the psychopath named Jasmine Irizarry, who was housed in that unit between 2013 and 2022, that's exactly what she did directly behind that wall between 2013 and 2022, when Greenville can verifiably say that they housed her in that unit, Unit 78 behind this wall. Now, she still lives in this building, according to Oleg Eliseyev, the property manager, with whom I had a conversation about the psychopath Irizarry a year ago in March of 2023. And Mr. Eliseyev did confirm that Irizarry, the psychopath and sex offender, continues to be housed by the Greenville Group in this building, but she is no longer in Unit 78, according to Mr. Eliseyev. I mean, I know for a fact that unit was vacant and empty just a couple months ago, because I went in there when there was a ton of construction work being done in the actual living space of Unit 78. There were workmen in there pounding and sawing away. And I walked in and said, hey, can I take a look around? It was completely vacant. Nobody's in there unless somebody has moved in recently. But then why would they engage in the same exact pattern of dysfunctional behavior directly behind this wall as the former resident did during the 9.5 years that she officially lived in that unit? It's the same person. I mean, if somebody new has moved in there, then they're behaving exactly like the previous person that lived there. It's like the same identical behavioral thumbprint. And the chances of two different people who shouldn't know each other and who should have different types of activities and obligations behaving exactly the same, the chances of that are zero. It's the same person. Oh, God. Yeah, I just got hit by another super intense blast of marijuana smoke from directly behind this wall. The smoke does not come from below because a week ago in court, Mr. Eliseyev, the property manager, confirmed to the judge that Unit 76 directly below this one is vacant and empty right now. He said it's vacant and is being renovated. I'm not sure what they're renovating it for. Another psycho, violent super thug, just like the one that they moved out. It's not like they rent to doctors and lawyers, folks. They don't even rent to teachers and accountants and police officers. They rent to psychotic, low-life scum nut jobs who become violent and aggressive and have rap sheets a mile long, and a number of which are sex offenders, like the masturbating, violent, porn-blasting weirdo in 88 directly next door to this unit. That guy just never stops. I had to make a video at like 1 a.m. the other night about how he was blasting his TV so loud you could hear it throughout the floor at 1 a.m. Why would anybody do that if they're normal? Normal people don't behave that way. I mean, it's perfectly normal for a normal person to be awake at 1 a.m., but not blasting their TV so loud that it drowns out anything anybody else might be trying to do at that hour. So just now, again, somebody is making really loud thudding noises directly behind this wall. It sounds like they're dropping bowling balls or heavy containers of liquid. I keep saying it sounds like somebody's dropping buckets directly against the wall behind this kitchen sink. The water from this kitchen sink frequently smells absolutely foul and disgusting, like biohazardous waste of various types. It smells like feet, smells like Parmesan cheese, it smells like fish. And because the Boston water supply is treated and it is extensively tested before it gets to your residence, and before it even makes it into the water main that's out on the street from which everybody's drinking water comes from, then it should never stink like fish or like Parmesan cheese or like sewage, which the water from this tap constantly smells like, but intermittently, meaning someone is adding it in there. It's not a continuous stream of stinking water. It is intermittent. It happens every few minutes, sometimes every 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes it doesn't happen for a while, 15 minutes maybe. That's when I'm in the shower. That's how I know. When I'm in the shower, the water suddenly starts to stink, like the same exact stink that comes out of this tap right here. So that's how you know something really nasty and illegal is somehow making its way into the water that comes out of your tap, because it stinks overpoweringly foul as soon as it comes out of the tap. It has nothing to do with anything that I'm rinsing out. Sometimes it smells foul and I'm trying to fill up clean water bottles, right? That should never happen. Why would the water stink like fish if you're filling up clean water bottles that are clean and unused and are plastic, right? Anyway, somebody's making loud banging noises behind this wall right now, and it's 6:15, 6:20 a.m. on a weekday, and that person is now smoking intense amounts of marijuana smoke. And that's when my voice starts to get scratchy, because I'm so sensitive to smoke and to fumes that when there's someone smoking in the bathroom behind this wall and that person is not normal, why would anybody spend hours at a time smoking in the tiny, windowless, unventilated bathroom? They do it obviously on purpose to harass people on the other side of the wall. Well, that's not normal. So it's possible for that unit to be rented out, but obviously it's being rented out to the same exact psychopath, psychotic stalker, and sex offender named Jasmine Irizarry, who officially lived in that unit between 2013 and 2022, and according to Greenville, continues to live in this building. So she's either illegally accessing the vacant premises of her former unit, or maybe they've simply given up and they've moved her right back in, and now she's doing the same exact psycho stuff directly behind that wall in her tiny, unventilated, windowless bathroom that she did for the 9 years that she officially was housed in that unit. Why anybody would spend hours and hours and hours at a time sitting in a bathroom, because that's the only part of her unit that is located behind this wall, I don't know, but that person is not normal. Anybody who spends hours and hours and hours sitting in a tiny bathroom that has no window, no ventilation other than a weak ceiling fan, and then they smoke intense amounts of stuff in there, they're a psycho. And according to the Boston police, this person is a verifiable official psychopath. According to the Massachusetts Sex Offender Registry, she's a registered sex offender. Just look up Irizarry. And according to the Greenville Group's own property manager, Mr. Elisayev, she is a, quote, talented hacker who can hack into anything. So there you go. And now she's making banging noises. It sounds like she's dropping buckets behind the wall of the tap where the water comes out stinking like fish. So you do the math on that one, folks.